William Morrow and HarperAudio present A Beautiful Rival, a novel of Helena Rubinstein and Elizabeth Arden, by Gill Paul, performed by Lisa Flanagan. For Lucia Macro. Chapter 1. Elizabeth. January 1915. Elizabeth Arden held her first meeting of the day in her bedroom while doing her yoga routine, dressed in a loose pink gym top and matching bloomers. Irene Delaney, her personal assistant, known to all as Lainey, perched on the window seat, legs crossed and spectacles balanced on her nose. She began reading out messages from a notebook, then scribbling Elizabeth's instructions with a pencil sharpened to a point. Outside, snow was drifting past the tall picture windows, but a brisk fire kept the room cozy. A pot of English tea was brewing on a side table, alongside two rose-patterned gilt-edged cups and saucers and a tiny milk jug. Elizabeth bent forward into downward dog pose, feeling the stretch in her calves. She had broken her hip as a teenager after falling badly while trying to high-kick a chandelier on a dare. She'd spent months bedridden while it healed, and ever since her joints got painfully stiff without the morning yoga, which had been recommended by a progressive Toronto doctor. It had the added benefit of helping to keep her figure trim. She was in good shape for a woman of 36, an age she would never admit, as she hoped to pass for a decade younger. "Mr. Pease rang yesterday," Lainey said, "from Pease and Elliman. He wanted to tell you they've found a tenant for 673 Fifth Avenue. Elizabeth hoisted herself into a neat headstand, proud of the strength in her arms. She'd been looking for a new Fifth Avenue salon, one with a street entrance. Her current New York beauty salon was on the third floor at number 509, so it didn't attract passing customers. She had viewed the premises at 673, but felt they weren't spacious enough for her plans. "Do we know who the new tenant is, dear?" she asked, feeling her skin tingle as blood rushed to her head. "She's another beauty salon owner," Lainey said. "Name of Helena Rubinstein." Elizabeth wobbled, lost her balance, and let her feet topple to the carpet with a thump. "You're not serious." She sat up, adjusting her top, which had ridden up, exposing her flat stomach. Lainey consulted her notes and nodded. "That's what he said. Why, do you know her?" Elizabeth wrinkled her nose as if at a bad smell. "I visited her Paris salon in 1912 during my trip to Europe, and can't say I was impressed. She calls herself the queen of beauty science and blathers on about magical anti-aging herbs she's discovered." She chortled dismissively. "But the facial I had in her salon was run-of-the-mill. I'm sure her Valais cream brought me out in a rash. What's she doing coming to New York?" She was thinking out loud. She knew Madame Rubinstein already had salons in Australia and London as well as Paris. Wasn't that enough for her? She had no place in America. This was her territory. "If she's a charlatan, she won't have a chance of succeeding in Manhattan," Lainey said. "New York women are very discerning." "Last time I saw her, she didn't even speak English fluently," Elizabeth scorned, remembering the woman's peculiar vowel sounds and the way she placed emphasis on the wrong syllable of words like astringent and complexion. She was worried, though. All things Parisian were in vogue. There was a lot of sympathy for the French because of the war in Europe, and from what she had seen in Paris, Madame Rubinstein didn't hesitate to promote herself. But she, Elizabeth Arden, was founder and sole owner of the most successful beauty brand in America, having outstripped all the other pretenders with her upmarket packaging, her clever advertising, and her stylishly decorated salons. She was well connected in this city. Women knew and trusted her. Suddenly she remembered.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?